Hey everyone, this is Gas and welcome to my new transmission Zero to Hero concept art made easy. Actually, not that easy, but we're gonna make it a little more easy. Well, we are going to the last time that we did, last week we did Chrome. Actually, it was kind of some sort of a Viking, but I just realized that it looks better called Chrome. Chrome was the god that Arnold Schwarzenegger was referring in the first movie of Conan the Barbarian, the classic one, the only ones that I like. Not that I dislike Jason Momoa, but I like it more. Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't sort of the classic. The other, it wasn't that good. But I like more Arnold Schwarzenegger is the original, so I will keep in the faith in the original one. He was the first guy to cry wolf, so I have to say that he saw the wolf. Yeah, that's true. And anyway, that was Chrome. So I started, conceptualizing this Chrome kind of guy. And then I jump up to the colors and that kind of stuff using the automatic coloring. Right now, we are not going to try to do that much. We're just going to do some sort of character art. Remember the last one that we did was Moserakawa or Maiserakawa. Actually, it was Moserakawa. We was. Let me check here if I have for you to check to see. Where's my Moserakawa? Yeah, Moserakawa. Yeah, the one that you can see there. Let me show you this input. So this was Moserakawa, was actually a mice or a mouse that was a samurai, pretty much running. So I come up with this idea. I'm gonna make a running kind of group. And I have the idea of the characters. One character should be a mouse. I already have it. Second character should be a cat. His name will be Katsunogi or Katsunoji. Will be Katsunoji. Yeah, the first part is cat, actually. Yeah. And the third will be a dog. And his name will be Dogunishi. The first part is also dog. So easy. So creative. Wow. So anyway, that is gonna be the first part. What we are gonna do is create this character right now. And I'm gonna, you know, as a little reminder for every one of you, what is the steps of doing concept art? First, we're gonna have the idea. Already have the idea. Katsunoji is today, or Katsuroji, or Katzuyori. Katzuyori. I like Katzuyori more. So it's gonna be named Katzuyori. First, we have the name. Second, we have the character. Oh, the character is gonna be a samurai. Okay, that's easy. No, it's not easy. There's a plenty of samurai kind of customs. It could be something like Yojimbo. Way better. Because Yojimbo was the guy from Kurosawa's movies. Actually, Yojimbo is a Kurosawa movie with Toshiro Mifune. My favorite, way favorite actor for samurai. So it's with Toshiro Mifune. So it's gonna be like a running kind of like Toshiro Mifune. I have some third step references. You need references for cat's anatomy because I want something that looks you know, like Motsarakawa. It looks like a mouse because it's a mouse. And Katzuyori should be look like a cat because he's a cat. So yeah, it will look like a cat. The same, but Dognishi, it will be a dog. So it will have those kind of characteristics. So we are going to use like a mannequin or a stick figure pretty much based on whatever is the anatomy of a cat. So we are going to do that. And second, and that is for the next video, next week, we're going to start painting that guy. And you will see pretty much of this content. I'm going to try to do this 1 hour. I will. I know that I always promising that, but I will cross my heart. I will try to do this 1 hour. So, without more further ado, let's go. So this is the one that I did the last day. His name is Katzuyori. By the way, that was my Twitter at Gasduenas. Please come there, subscribe. Also, if you're on Twitch, subscribe on Twitch. And if you are in Facebook, well, I'm not doing this in my personal Facebook. So go to my artist Facebook, which is at Gasduenas Art, or the art Gas Duenas, which is in Facebook too, facebook.com/Gas Duenas Art. Just one word. And also I have Instagram at Gas Duenas Art. I have my YouTube channel. If you are watching from YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Try to help out this artist to have a little more exposition. I would like to have a lot of exposure. And also, if you are on Twitch, subscribe to Twitch. I don't have many followers in Twitch. I have more followers in YouTube and in Facebook and even Instagram. But call Twitch. Twitch is an unscovered country for me. So yeah. Well, right now that was Masurakawa. That was the last time that we did the painting, and also we did the concept of the character. So for that part, we're gonna need a bunch of references. For example, this is one of the references I have, and you see it here. This reference is one of Akira Kurosawa's movie. I guess it's Yojimbo. I had no idea how kanji can be reading, but I know that it looks like pretty much like Toshiro Mifune's character in Yojimbo. So might be Yojimbo. So this is Yojimbo, and also I have some other, you know, other characters here. For example, I have this part, and I like let me show you this, guys. I have this, and I like this. This exact character here. This guy here. Let me see if I can edit, and draw. Okay. So, oh yeah. So this is this guy. I will try to reproduce the dynamics of that guy. I really like it. I really like it. I like the sword. I like the position of the body. It's so cool. So I'm gonna use it. That is gonna be Katzuyori. And also, okay. So yeah, back to the other place. And also I have this other reference. That is pretty much for Akira Kurosawa's Yojimbo character. This is like a pretty much an action figure, and I like it. I like it. I'm gonna use it in some part, pretty much for the style. You know, this part here, the plates, and also the katanas position. See this? How that, how they do this. I like it. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty much like that. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. And, but no last, I need a cat. So I was just thinking in this guy. He looks cute. Yes, it is chicken nugget. I guess it's chicken nugget. It is not, sorry. So, oh, by the way, we are transmitting to our programs like is Periscope. We're transmitting to Periscope, Twitch, my personal Facebook, and YouTube. So feel free to go in whatever channel is. Right now I'm live. And this is the cat. So I'm gonna make a running cat. Not running, I mean running, RONIM. Running. So this is gonna be my running cat. And well, you can see right now, this is Mausakawa is one part of the team. The second part is Katzuyori, and the third part is Dogonishi, which is mouse, cat, and dog. Yeah, super creative again. And I'm using Clear Studio Paint, as I told you. I'm using Clear Studio Paint, and I'm gonna use the regular kind of stuff that is out of the box on Clear Studio Paint for you to know a little more. One of the last days that I did something with Mouse Arakawa, for example, one of my followers in YouTube asked me if I gonna do these things for the layers. That is when you have these layers for saturation, for hue, color, and brightness. You have layers for that. So not much. I'm not going to get deep in that. Probably next video or the next of the next video. Not sure, but I'm gonna try to use this because many of us, the guys that they start, doing traditional art, we just go from paper to acrylics. That's it. You use this in the paper. You do your rough sketch, and then probably erase a lot and do your sketch, and then you some way you have to translate this to the canvas if you're using canvas, or paper if you're using some sort of kind of papers, like as a good medium for acrylic in my case. Or if you're using a good way of tracing is not like a trace board, one of those expensive fancy trace boards. Is also if you go to your window, open it, and just put it in the window, use some kind of masking tape to lock the whatever the figure you're using, then put another paper and use a light to start doing the tracing. Anyway, it's not bad because you already draw that thing. Well, in my case, I'm a little more uh, traditional or lazy, probably traditional too. But and what I did in the last time, what I did the last time was with these papers, I did everything. I made the stick figure, the rough sketch, and the refined sketch, and then the inks, and with the inks some kind of washes in the same paper. Yeah, that's the way we traditional artists do that. Unless we have like a tracing board, or we have like also called light board. They call it LED boards, light boards, or tracing board. So anyway, it's tracing, whatever you want to name it. Or you have like one of these light tables, big ones with this kind of the the what is it called, those bulbs, the big cylinders. You have those big cylinders, those bulbs over there, like 4, 3, 6, or whatever is the size, like this, like that. It could be a huge, like a billiard, like a pool table, or it will be small, like a small box, like a little cajon, a little box in Spanish. So yeah, you can have anyway, or you can just go traditional way. But the good thing about it, the bad thing about the traditional way is you have sketches that sometimes don't look like the end result. And the other way, you have the sketches that looks exactly as the end result because you were doing all in the same paper, but you were just tracing and putting another. I will show you one day, please try to remind me one day how to make nice tracing, not perfect, but nice tracing when you don't want this kind of paper to have many of this erasing marks, or even the pencil marks, because the pencils, they have a lot of marks. They left a lot of mark. So yeah, you want to do that. But in digital, this is digital, and the magic of digital. Oh, magic! They just discovered it. Fire! Oh, wow. Okay, the magic of digital is that we have layers. So that's a cool thing. So we are going to do right today is studies, which is not going to be study. I'm going to do a stick figure, try to figure out the anatomy of the cat, try to accommodate the clocks to the cat, try to make the character in the best way possible. And we are going to try to do it in less than an hour from now, which is 15 minutes. So trusting in God, God willing, we're going to do this in 1 hour and 50 minutes. We try to do this. Also, you are supposed to have this paint everything in less than 2 hours. So that what might be best case scenario, might be the best. So just to start with a little cat anatomy. So I'm gonna have to go to this guy here in my own computer right now, and let me try to find cat anatomy. Yeah, let's see the cat anatomy drawings. I like to see the ratios. Actually, no. Pretty much like that, yeah. Okay, that will make sense. Yeah, so the skeleton, I'm trying. Oh yeah, I found this guy. Open link in new tab. So yeah, is this domestic cat anatomy? Yeah. So yeah, this is the domestic cat anatomy. So, and we have the reference. Actually, I want the reference for this guy here. You can see it in, in this part of the screen. Yeah. So let's start with this, shall we? So first we go to make the pencil. Yeah, we have the pencil, but I like this pencil more. I'm gonna try to use this pencil. First, before everything, gloves. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with the gloves. Well, again, my equipment is super simple. This is a computer that I put together. It has a Ryzen 7. It has an AMD Radeon 580. 16 gigabytes of memory and one hard drive of 250 gigabytes just for system, and the other drive is 1 terabyte, which is for whatever I do. And also I have a display tablet right now here. That was one of those fancy tablets. Let me show you. You can see it that way. It is the one that you are watching on your main screen. So this tablet is an XP Pen Artist 15.6 HD. I don't have a Wacom. Not that I dislike Wacom. I like the idea of Wacom, but this is affordable and it's as good as it is. It's very good actually. So yeah. So we have this guy here, and let me do some. Okay. Okay. This is a little more about the. Some of this is a little more about that. Okay. Now let me check on our friend's cat's anatomy. So the cat anatomy, we have the torso. All the part that is the torso is long. So the cat is like this. So this is gonna be. this part here is the sternum. This is the part of the so the sternum is gonna be like this. Whatever it is their system is here. So this is interesting because they have this here. This is the real form of you know, articulations, palm, 1, 2, 3, yes, 3. Of course, it has to be some sort of humanoid, but we have to have the idea about certain stuff. For example, this is the katana. This is the handle. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. The katana continue all the way to this place. And this is the wakibashi, or the small one they have. And it continue all the way to this part. Okay. So this is as I'm watching right now. This is the anatomy. The muscles are like this, see? This part is how the muscles are. Okay, so let us watch the face of the kitty. Kitty. Hey! How is it going? We're doing Katzuyori, by the way, for the guys that just appeared today. We're doing Katzuyori, and Katzuyori is gonna be first part is cat, so yeah, it's a cat. Katzuyori. Yeah, it's gonna be a running cat. Also, another samurai. I know. I like the idea because I repeat in the first part of this video that what I'm gonna do is make a group of running medieval samurai, masterless samurai actually, from the Middle Ages. And there's gonna be a cat, a dog, and a mouse. Mouse is Mouse Arakawa. We already have it. And the cat is Katzuyori, hence name cat. And the other guy is Dogunishi or Dogushinki, or having things, yeah. And the guy in in various stems, so it's gonna be a dog, hence the name Dogunishi or Dogunishiki or whatever. So I'm gonna do those guys, and I have right now the face, and as you can see, this is the anatomy. This is the sternum of the cat. This is the part where the articulation goes. This is the femur. This is one part, and this is the other part. So yeah, we have this. These are the palms. These are the two katanas, and they are gonna be in this area. Pretty much that is the idea. And let's do the face. Oh, that's cool. Oh, by the way, just me remind you, the last time that I did, and I did the video, I told you guys, if you can draw something while I'm drawing this, be free. It's cool to know. Also, if you can draw the same idea, the same character, you said, no, I'm gonna make a samurai cat too. Okay, just do it. Just do it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a tablet or a fancy computer. You can just use your sketchbook and some pencils using HB or 2H. I like pretty much the HB. You can use an HB pencil and start drawing. Let me show you. This is my pencil. This is one I use. Here's a mechanical one, 2 millimeters. You can find these guys pretty cheap on eBay on China actually. And the good thing is, this part here is a sharpen tool, so you can just sharp the lead here. Nice. So let's start doing the face of the cat. I'm gonna make the cat facing to me. So let me see if I can do this, guys. So 1, 2. So the cat is like dividing in 2 parts, and the other part is here like this. So it's gonna be like this, and something like this. Yeah, I tend to do a little exaggeration in this part. A little exaggeration, probably this part. Oh, okay, that's cool. Ah, it's okay. I wish I can speak Russian too, by the way. It's one of the things that I like to do, but I don't have time. And I wish I do it. I've seen so many of these Russians movies. I like the way how the accent sounds. And also one of the friends that I used to be a co-worker of mine in the past, he was from Bulgaria, so he speaks some sort of like it sounds like Russian, but I know it's a different language. I know that, but yeah, I like the accent. I like how they pronounce things. Many words that we use in Spanish, actually, my mother language is Spanish. Many words that we use in Spanish, they have pretty much the same thing in Russian. For example, they say playing avion, which is simply avion is plane in Spanish too. So yeah, many. I like to speak that. I would love to. I would love to one day go to Moscow. I would have the idea. I like to go to the Hermitage in Leningrad. I don't know if this is longer Leningrad. Cool. So these are the eyes of the cat, and I'm using a Japanese cat. Why? Well, this guy is Japanese, so I guess it's okay if I use a Japanese cat. I don't know if we're gonna make some sort of expressions for this cat because cars they don't look like they have expression. They are not like or something like that. Oh, your school and university talk French. Wow, I wish I can speak French too. But the funniest thing, I was working as a graphic artist a long time ago in a company, and even though those guys know that I'm from Spanish, I mean I speak Spanish, also pretty fluent. I was a copywriter in Spanish a long time ago, and even though those guys know that, I was the guy that was doing, pretty much trying to figure out the getting ready art that was made in French. And I just discovered that French has many words that they resemble English and also resemble Spanish. So you won't get lost too much in French. The problem is that the French has so many inflections. For example, I don't know Russian, but I know some words in German, and I know that German, for example, it has like the same way the sounds of the sounds of my for example the sounds actually of the vocals in Spanish are a, which a, which e, e, which is I, o, which is o, and u, which is u. And in German they have a, e, I, o, u, same. So whatever it is written in German, like Sturmbustenfauer or whatever, or Frauer, it sounds the same if you were pronouncing from Spanish because we only have five sounds for vowel. And in the other hand, English is crazy. It has 17 sounds for vowels. Oh my God. First time when I got to try to see this kind of inflections in the languages, what I was, you know, stealing English. I asked the teacher, wow, why you have so many sounds? I mean, why you have so many sounds for vowels? I mean, for vowels, when you just uh, let me tell you about this. Probably you don't understand much what I'm talking about, but for example, the vowels a plus e is I in Spanish, and that's it. But in English, you have the pronunciation is varies depending on whatever comes after, before or after. So it's crazy. And in French, they have some those some sort of rules that sounds crazy, coming from just five sound vowels language, which is the Spanish. It's a Romance language. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. And I was a guy, trying to do the translation, trying to do to see if something makes sense in French, which I don't know French. And I have a friend that was from Cambodia, and Cambodia was he flew to the United States in the 70s, and he remembers some French, and they didn't put the guy to know French. They put the guy with the Spanish. Crazy people. Anyway, this is our cat. Looks a little more like this. Let me do something like this cat. Probably I gotta make like I don't know. And for humans, we can make this, like this. And you have this kind of wrinkle that make the character, that make the expression. Animals are totally different. I've never seen a cat that is, oh, oh, no. They're just like this all the time. I guess they have expressions, but they are actually mocking us. That's my 2 cents about cat behavior. So, we're doing the cat. Okay, little nose. But the cat has something that humans don't have. They have huge, massive muscles for the neck. I don't see any cat that has like a nice neck. This cat is some sort of Japanese cat. I don't know the name of the breed, but it looks like a nice kitty. And I'm gonna try to do some of these things with this guy. Okay, so I guess you can see it right now. I was gonna look. So yeah, I would try to do things more like the animal side because I want this guy that looks like an animal. It's an animal. It's an animal, some sort of like a human animal. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to do this humanoid, kind of humanoid, but it's not a humanoid. So this is the cat. No expression at all. I promise to understand one day why the cats don't have any expression. Yeah, I did a little more cranium for the cat. Because the truth is they don't have much cranium. They don't have much cranium and they only have to say meow and they can control their owners. Pretty interesting if you ask me, guys. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, my friend just he's from Russia. He's just waiting for the subtitles that's gonna be ready once I finish my transmission. But he likes to watch this. Yeah, I like the idea of these huge ears. I don't know, the Egyptian cats, they have it. But I guess this all can have it. I like it. Okay, so now this guy looks pretty much like a cat, a regular one. So, next part, soka. Japanese, that means understand. Next part, it's gonna do the kimono or the road or the closed for the cat. So the road is gonna be like this. The other part is gonna be like this. So let's see. This is gonna be pretty much. Let me get rid of this. This is gonna be pretty much the yeah the old trick of the eraser. With the eraser, we're just getting rid of some things, so we know more or less where the things are. So let's see this guy. Probably many of my audience right now is a little younger, but have you remembered the Pixacat Samurai? Pixagato Samurai in Spanish? Probably the Pixacat Samurais or the Samurai Pixacats. Actually, it's the Samurai Pixacats. So if you remember those, and you can just watch in the old ones on YouTube, watch it. They were pretty funny. They were pretty funny, stupid. I really love Japanese humor. I really Japanese humor is not some sort of like the way it is in Western, but it's nice. It's nice. Japanese humor it tends to be sometimes ridiculous, uh, but it's interesting. And if you can have the opportunity to watch on Netflix, there is someone that is called Doro no Koro or something like that, and it's about a guy with which is head is like a lizard, like a caiman. They call it caiman, which is look like a caiman actually. And just watch that. It's pretty interesting. It's one of those animals that I see lately that doesn't have any kind of minor involved, and I like that. I really like that. I don't like this kind of animals with girls of 15 years, 14 years, 13 years. The last one was Evangelion, and I remember watching Evangelion at the beginning was Evangelion. Okay, what is then this little girl naked? Okay, that's so weird. And I'm talking about 90s. So yeah, but anyway, if you have the chance to watch that in Netflix, so far, I've been in the chapter 6, I guess. So far, it's good. I like it. I like the idea. I like if you're an artist, you have to watch whatever reference exists because that is when your inspiration comes for the reference. If you're a concept artist and they ask you, hey, create for me a samurai cat, so you go and create a samurai cat. You have to watch whatever whatever reference you will have for such character because before somebody asks you, probably never existed. And and you can use your your own style. So if you think that your style is not good for concept art, don't worry. I don't know if I ever talked to you guys about the case of a lady about a lady that I saw a long time ago in one of those videos in YouTube. She was actually it was the story of her. She was the concept artist for Konami for this guy Metal Gear Solid. Well, I don't know if you remember Metal Gear, but Metal Gear has very cool characters and very cool, these kind of ways of. Yeah, I don't know. I like those. I have a lot, but I like this, and I'm gonna use it for this guy. See? So our friend here is like this. Is the rough stages is also the stages for you to start learning about where the wrinkles these clocks will have. So you know the anatomy of the cat, you know that already you have some things here, but you don't need it anymore because they will be distracting for you. There will be a distraction for you. this is a little, I will try to put it in here. Yeah. So let me see this guy here. So you have this, and you want to make this a little upper. Yeah, that's what you had. So also, let me see this part here. So we have here this. Okay, that looks way better. Okay, so far this is the idea. This cat, we'll frame the cat. And let me check this guy here. Yeah, he is pretty much like this. Okay, let me introduce this. So this guy is here, but I need this guy. So it's interesting because the cat is like this, but is with the hand underneath its robe and is coming or protruding from the other side, is doing this. So it's a nice pose, something that I see in many samurai or in many samurai movies, and I really like it right now. And for example, these are the pants. I don't need to adapt the pants to the form of the legs of the cat because, as you can see, I make the pants long enough. the waist of the cat. So the bangs is gonna be like this. You have this. You have like this. And they have like this. They have like this. Okay, so this is the cat. It's gonna look like this. Let me do the katana. Yes, so massive handle. Let's do the katana. So the katana has a small handle here. This is the handle. Okay. So the wakibashi is gonna be exactly the same. This is gonna be like this. Another handle there. And this guy goes to this place here. Okay, this is one, and the other is here. So let's do this experiment because I think my cat friend face should be a little bigger. A little bigger should be. Yeah, looks way better. It's a bigger one. It's a bigger head. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Let me save this guy. Katzuyori. Okay, I just save Katzuyori. Yeah, now it looks way better. So this is the let me rough sketch. This is the rough sketch. So we are in the stage of the rough sketch. We just finished the rough sketch. I guess it doesn't need anything extra. It's just like this. Yeah, this is the rough sketch. So this is the rough sketch, and I'm going to start making the line art. And we finish for today. So the line art, I'm going to use this pencil. You have this collection of pencils here. What I like more is the darkened pencil. This is the darkened pencil for line art. See? You can just do nice lines. And if you have clear paint and you're a little familiar with the clear paint, it has something called stabilization. Stabilization is the less you have, the more unstable is going to be your lines. Now, for example, I have the stabilization to 8. See? If I have the stabilization to 1, see? It's a little unstable. See? 7, 13. Yeah. Same amount of pressure. It's perfect. It looks pretty much, I don't know why, and it's a stabilization, but this is something that I really like about clear paint. And it's something that I use a lot. And I use it pretty much for these kind of things. Let me put the rough sketch to this. And let's do a little of the yeah, it's too big. 10 is okay. I guess 8 is okay. So don't worry, pretty much at the time I'm gonna get rid of this. But this thing is what I need to know about. Eight is too much. 6 is perfect. So we have the samurai, but let me get my key. Where's my cat? Oh, it's here. See. this guy here. You go here at it and transform, flip horizontal. Okay. I'm doing this line some black, and probably they're gonna be black in the end design. So I'm gonna leave it this way because I'm not sure. I'm sure that this is gonna be black and this part is gonna be black, but I'm not sure the other. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty much the cat. So let's start doing the palms. The first stage of the line art, also called the refinement sketch, is just lines. Then we add what we just call a buffered perspective. So we are going to separate objects using shadows, like the way they're separate actually in nature, using shadows. Okay, so in this part also we just try to think like I'm doing inks, because you know how when you're gonna need this. Mhm. Okay, looks way better. Whoops, this part is not like this. Okay. Okay, that's the handle of the katana. Okay, this is the idea. Looks way better. And we make this. And we make this with a little bump. Remember, this is the handle. This is the scabbard of the katana. This is the wakibashi, which is the small sword. Yeah, it's the small sword, and this is something like a belt or something. Okay, looking way better. Mm, Probably we can just do something with this. I don't like it this much, but probably we can do something like this. Yeah, it looks way better. So let me check again my references. Okay, so let's get rid of the rough art. So we can see what we have here. So this is pretty much what we have. This is the line art. This is the first part before. So you see the line art right now. And we did this in 1 hour and 18 minutes. So let me do it again. What I'm gonna do right now is do something, it's an extra here, an extra layer. And I'm gonna make this a little bigger because I need it a little bigger. And do something cool. And what are we gonna do? This is for our eyes to just realize that these guys are not in the same plane. I mean, the hand is in one plane, and they are separated one to each other. And we make this kind of shallow, but it's a line a little more intense. And that's it. This, for example, is more intense here, more intense here. See, you can see it here, way better. See, now you see there's elements there, and also you do this to separate this section from the other section, and the hand from the rope, and this kind of like the bracelet from the wrist. Whoa, what is that? I don't know. And we just do this with forms that intersect one to each other. For example, this part and this part. Also this part and this part and this part. They intersect. See? They intersect. They intersect from one from each other, so you can just so let me show you. See? Oh, let me see. Somebody's chatting. Oh, same. Oh, you're not there. There's So why I'm doing this, why, why I'm doing this in a different layer, because sometimes you don't want it. You just use it for like a reference line, but you don't want it. For some way you just don't want it, and it's okay. So you can just erase it. And if something is wrong with this part of the line art, you just erase it without having any problem with the rest. So you can just erase this thing and continue with the rest of your art. That's the good thing about this. Bad thing, when you are going to colorize the lines, you have to merge the paths, because sometimes you are going to forget. And if you do forget, you're gonna have a problem here. Where is the problem? You will have a mess of white lines in your colorization. Don't worry about these black lines, because you are going to making and when you are painting, I'll show you how to get rid of them, or to make into the color you just pick. So let me. See, this, my friend, is how you do line art. Well, at least this is my style of the line art. Well, this is the first part of my friend Katzuyori. He has a nice samurai pose, much, pretty much Kurosawa's. I like Kurosawa's movies, for that reason I just did it. And for the next time, we will start doing the coloring. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. And please remember to subscribe to my channel. And this is some sort of classes, some sort of tutorials, because I want anyone that isn't this like in art to see, once you got the talent, the other thing that you need is skills and practice. If you can get, your hand in one of these tutorials, but it's for free, you can just use it. There's a many tutorials over in YouTube. You can just learn whatever you want, whenever you want, or whatever you want. Also, there is some place like udemy.com is a place. Oh, by the way, they are not paying any dime to me, but this is the place that I used to study, and I like those cards. Those cards are pretty handy. They're good to for you to remind some concepts. Also, um, there is another place, is Proco. That's pretty much for like kind of traditional art, but you can translate the traditional art to the digital medium. It's easy. The jump is easy because you have whatever is needed, the skills. You have the right brain working. You have the coordination, eyes with pen, and yeah, you can do it. And also remember this: nobody can tell you that this is the correct way, because this is art. Art is abstract. It doesn't matter that it's a figurative art or abstract art. No, art is abstract because art handles concepts. So the concept is an abstract thing. It has no form, it has no shape. So once isn't the idea of your creative director or whoever is the guy who is telling you that they are looking for a certain kind of character is just an abstract idea, unless they show you a rough sketch. Is an abstract idea. So you convert that abstract idea in something they can see. So your style is your style. You can have a style that is a mangish, you can have a Western style, you can have the Chinese style, which is pretty good, by the way, or you can have whatever style you want it. But at the end of the day, it's you, because their style that is not gonna define you as an artist. So you can try as many styles as possible and try to find your own voice. Once you got your own voice, don't tell and don't let anyone to tell you that will tell you, because they will tell you that no, it's not worthy, it's not professional enough. There is no way to say what is professional. I seen I seen really art like the one that you can do with kanji brushes and washes, which is called like the sumie art. Sumie art has like 3 or 4 lines different, and that's art. It's so descriptive, and it uses almost nothing. So don't let anyone to tell you that is not working. The only thing that you have to be pretty much about the skills, and you need a lot of practice, and also you need to find your references. For this guy, I found references. I found I did my own post, and I tried to make this guy into something nice. I own my own style, and I just tweak it a little. At the end, you have to make the house, the the head bigger if you want it, or the katana smaller, or you want a small, medium part, small bust, or your one is bigger, or whatever. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you are creating that character. So you have to have respect for your art. You cannot sell your art cheaper. It doesn't matter, because I see many guys that are really good. I don't know if they're really good or they're just con artists, but they are good. They look good. They're samples, and they are selling that like $5. That's dummy. Because all the time that you invest in this, all the equipment you have to buy, because I have to buy this. Nobody just gave me that for free. Nobody gave me this tablet for review and just keep it. No, I buy it. Also the programs, I buy it. So respect your art. Respect yourself as an artist. Your time is valuable, because you can do whatever you want with your time. They cannot tell you that your time is worth that or that. You are the only one who can put a value for that thing. And also remember, this channel is brought to you by me. I have no sponsors whatsoever. This is some sort of vlog or video tutorials for you guys, and I really like you like it. I really love my 60 or 56, I guess, subscribers. I would love to have 1,000. So when we reach the 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to make a draw, and I'm gonna get for free for the 4 individuals. I'm gonna get for free uh, their faces in comic style to whatever the character they wanted. Absolutely free. This is my token of appreciation and my thanks, personal thanks to my subscribers. So yes, start sharing this channel and start trying to reach the 1,000 guys. The sooner, the sooner I'm gonna make the draw, and probably you are gonna be one of the lucky ones. And by the way, also these artists need support, so there is a link in my YouTube channel for you guys to donate. Any help is appreciated. Well, this is the end of this. This was, let me show you this guy again. This was, oh, by the way, that's on my Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter at Gasduenas, Gasduenas Art, and Instagram, and the art at Gasduenas or Gasduenas Art, also on Facebook. This is Katzuyori, Katsuyori, I mean Katsuyori, sorry. This is Katsuyori, and thank you for joining me, and thank you for being here watching this drawing. I hope you were drawing something in your home, and just keep the faith. Just keep practicing, stay healthy, and try not to get COVID-19. And thank you for joining me. God bless you guys. Have a nice weekend.